Are you looking to grow a YouTube channel in 2021? Maybe you're looking to get 1,000 subscribers, maybe 10,000. Well, you're in the right place because today I'm sharing 6 lessons from my 11 plus years on YouTube and how I finally got, yay, to 10,000 subscribers on my Baby Got Bot channel. I can't believe that I gained 5.32 thousand subscribers on that channel in just 1 year. I mean, seriously, that is crazy. I had no idea how far I had come until I watched a YouTube 2020 year in review video that they made for me. It was literally, it gave me butterflies in my stomach. This was the year 2020. It was the year that I hit 10K subscribers and it felt so good. But I just didn't know how far I had come until I watched that review. This goes to show that in an incredibly niche industry like chat marketing, you can grow a channel on YouTube if you put in the work. And because I put in the work and I always strived to be better, I have been able to get so many benefits from this channel, from Baby Got Bot. From working with top brands to being paid to speak around the world, YouTube has opened doors for me like nothing I've done before. I can't wait to see what 2021 will bring. YouTube is one of the oldest social media networks around today. It was officially released to the public, can you believe it, in December 2005. Now, I've been dabbling in the YouTube space for about 11 years with one of my earliest videos, which I actually created for a client called Campbell Holmes back in the day, and it doesn't even have my face in it. It was released in 2008, and I actually linked to that video if you have any curiosity about how bad that was. By the way, let me move my mic a little bit closer to me. Then I've linked it down in the description so that you can check that out. But trust me, it's not that good. Oh man, I didn't really start to take YouTube seriously until about 2018 when I launched my Baby Got Bot channel, which really focuses on chat marketing, messenger bots, that sort of thing. I have made a ton of mistakes along the way and I've learned a lot. So I decided to close out this last week of 2020 with a series I am calling Journey to 10K Subscribers. This is going to be a 5-part series that I hope you find valuable. Today in this live video, I'm sharing lessons and tips that I have learned along the way that have made the most impact in my channel growth. Then, in the next couple of days, I'll be sharing my oldest and most embarrassing videos and doing reviews and reactions to the early days of my YouTube journey. I will end the year off by sharing with you one of my favorite videos of 2020 and what key aspects of that video were highly successful and I've applied to some of my other videos. And I think you can apply those same tricks to your own videos. So be sure to check that one out on New Year's Eve. Now, before we dive into the meat and potatoes of today's lessons I want to share with you, I wanted to share the overview that the folks at TubeBuddy created for me that shows how far I've come in 2020 alone. So let's go ahead and, as they say, roll that beautiful bean footage, I guess. So yeah, okay. All right, there we go. All right, it was a big year for me. Not only did I hit the 10K mark, which opens up access to the Los Angeles YouTube studio, which I live pretty close to, and of course I can't use because, you know, COVID, but I also grew my Baby Got Bot channel over 5,000 subscribers in this year alone. That was actually the most stunning thing that I learned from this year in review. It was not until I saw this video that TubeBuddy created for me that I realized how far I had come in 2020, and it felt great to see that my hard work and consistency really paid off. So, did I do it? How did I do it? Let's jump into our topic of the day, which is the 6 tips and lessons I learned on my journey to 10K. Now be sure to stick around because not only am I going to be sharing these tips, I'm going to be answering your questions after I share these tips. In fact, let me turn on my comments right now just in case anybody wants to say hi. Now, there are tips I would like to share about my channel growth. So let's start with lesson number 1. Stick with it and be consistent. As I mentioned before, it took me 4 years to grow my channel to where it is today, and I made a ton of mistakes along the way. But if you stick with it and always strive to improve, you can grow a channel on YouTube, even in 2020 and 2021, which is coming right around the corner. Showing up consistently for yourself, your subscribers, and for your channel is key to growth. I chose to do 1 video per week, and that was pretty much my consistent plan scheduled for 4 years, really. Although I will do a week-long series here and there, and something like Vlogmas, which is what I'm doing right now. And these sort of things challenge me to do videos in a series of days, or like in Vlogmas, every single day in the month of December. My subscribers, no matter what, can pretty much count on at least 1 video per week from me. All right, let's talk about lesson number 2. Become obsessed with improvement. I look at YouTube like a game of chess. I am obsessed with beating it. I look at it like the ultimate competitor. I watch videos, I take courses, I listen to podcasts, I go through the Creator Academy. In any free time I have, I am always testing new things. I look at every video as an opportunity to improve. How can I make the sound better, the lighting, the environment, the instruction I'm giving, my energy, and all of the edits that go on post-editing in post-production before that video even hits the screen. Hey, what's up, Lem? I would never call myself a YouTube expert, and I don't think you should either. I am a student, always looking to learn and get better along the way. Whew, I'm ready for lesson 3. Are you ready? So in lesson 3, I want to share with you to take SEO seriously. I can honestly say that one of the main things that my channel was able to grow 5,000 subscribers in this year, 2020 alone, was my new focus, real targeted focus on SEO. Now, I've always dabbled in SEO before 2020, but it wasn't until 2020 that I really started to take a new focus and try to learn all I could about making my SEO better. Hi Cindy, I invested in TubeBuddy, yay, and I utilized all the tools available to me. Let me throw the TubeBuddy link up here for you really quickly so that you guys can see if you want to check it out yourself. Now, I was able to use all the tools that TubeBuddy came up with for my videos to help my videos become searchable, not only on YouTube, but a lot of creators don't even think about this. Also on Google. I am often found on Google. In fact, I've been told by ManyChat that I outrank them in many places for their keyword ManyChat, which is hilarious to me. Now, I know I still have a lot to learn in the SEO space, but I can honestly say it is one of the most impactful things that you can do for your channel growth. By the way, if you want to check out TubeBuddy for yourself, I have linked it in the pinned comment in our chat today. I have a little affiliate link if you don't mind using my link to check it out. You can start using TubeBuddy for free. I actually have 2 YouTube channels, the one you're on right now, which is Baby Got Content, and Baby Got Bot, which is what I'm doing this whole series on. That's the one with 10,000 subscribers. And I use TubeBuddy on both of them. I have the star level on this channel, which is their mid-range level, and I did that specifically to get a special tool called the SEO Audit Tool. I think it's called something like that. I'll tell you about it a little bit more in a bit. And then on the other channel, Baby Got Bot, where I'm obviously doing this whole series on, I actually have Legend, which is the top dog, gives you everything you need. So I did put that there. Plus, you can subscribe to this channel, as I mentioned, because I actually am going to do a video on the SEO audit tool that they have. I just discovered this tool last week, and I swear it is the coolest thing. I don't know where I've been. I don't know where it's been all my life, but that's coming out in the new year. I'm doing a whole review and a tutorial on that. All right, onward. Let's talk about lesson number 5. Follow the data. Now, you may have heard me say this before if you are in any Facebook group with me, but test is best. That is what I've learned in my 14 plus years as a digital marketer. Test what may work, test what people are telling you, then look at the data. What is actually working? The data will tell you where the opportunities are. Jump in and analyze all the time. In fact, I jump in and analyze my data every single week. I use Morning Fame to kind of get reports about every 24 hours after my videos go out. What's up? Dr. Elo's in the house. What's up? And then I also use YouTube Studio. I don't know about you. How often are you checking your data? I'm a little obsessive over checking my YouTube Studio data. I probably shouldn't be in there all the time, but literally as soon as I post a video and I push out all of my content. If you watched my series in the last 2 days, I did a whole series on how I repurpose my content and share it out. I get my phone and I open the YouTube Studio, and I'm always whoop whoop, trying to refresh what's going on. It's never good to do it that way. Don't do it that way. I also use TubeBuddy, which I mentioned, I pinned in the chat here, to split test things. Now, this is really important. Hello. Looks like Kathy's in the house. Principal Kathy. Principal's in the house. My titles and descriptions are some of the things that I'll split test in TubeBuddy. But one of my favorite things to split test is actually my thumbnails. I don't know if you knew this. I see a lot of people in the various Facebook groups for YouTube. They'll say, which YouTube thumbnail should I go with? And I'm like, yo, you're wasting your time. Don't ask a bunch of people who don't watch your videos, who are not your target audience, if this is better than, don't. Go into TubeBuddy, do an A/B test. I do it all the time. It is a live on YouTube split test. In fact, I should do would you guys like to see a video on that? Let me know in the comments below. And it actually tells me which is better, which thumbnail performs better. And I'll sit there and agonize over the color of in Canva, I'm creating my thumbnail and I'm agonize over it. And then I realize, oh wait, I could just do both and then A/B test it. So don't ask, just test, right? That's right. Yes, we're checking our very often. I love it, very often. Because we should. All right, so I talked about all these lessons so far. We have one more lesson to cover, and that lesson is number 6. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and your channel. Now, this is kind of a double-edged, almost contradictory advice. So bear with me. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and buy a new camera or expensive lights right away. In fact, I shot the first 10 years I was on YouTube using either a MacBook webcam, because that was the first thing I shot, which if you stay tuned tomorrow, I'm reviewing a video that I did my first, my head on a video from 2009. I did that from a webcam. I also used a flip cam. Do you remember flip cams? If you don't remember flip cams, you haven't been around video long enough. They don't even make flip cams anymore. This is back when the BlackBerry was the smartphone of everybody. There were no smartphones. And then also, obviously, my smartphone. I've usually been on, I had an iPhone through the iPhone 4, and then I switched to Samsung, and I've been there ever since. I actually sold one of my first courses, and I made like $16,000 in 2 months because of, how I marketed it. But I shot that entire thing from a Galaxy S7. So I'm telling you, you don't need fancy equipment, but once you have it, once you've got it going on, along the way, I did get new lights, new mics, a new camera, a new editing software, and so much more. So not all at once, but as I learned, I was ready for the next step. But on that same note, don't let the lack of gear or the lack of knowledge stop you from starting. I see so many people say, oh, I can't get on YouTube because I don't have a fancy camera. And I'm all, dude, no. Get your phone. You're fine. Most of these phones, like half the videos on my Baby Got Bought channel were for 2 years were done on a Samsung device. And it was not, I thought it was excellent until I got my new camera. And I was like, whoa, this HD might not be for me. But now I've gotten used to looking at my true face. So you can grow a channel with just a phone and some natural lights. It's totally possible. And then as you get better and more comfortable, you can move on from there. So nowadays I have a Canon T6i camera. I know a lot of people are into the Sony. Listen, I love my Canon. I love my Canon. If I were to get a new camera, like a camera similar to this, I'd probably just get the T7. So I love it. I just got a new GoPro, actually. It's solid. It's over here charging. My husband got it for me for Christmas. I'm pretty excited about that. I saw my friend Damian Ross during his Road to 1000. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to check out Damian's videos. I'll link it up here after the replay. And Damian is awesome. He's always kind of, showing me his new thing. And he got this GoPro and I was like, wow, I saw the picture before I even knew what he was shooting. I said, wow, this picture is amazing. The sound is fantastic. He had a sound mod on it and I had to have it. And so I got it. And so that's going to be my secondary camera. And then when I go venturing out and stuff, I'm looking to do a lot of different styles of video this year. So I'm excited to have the second camera and, start playing with that. I have Daisine desk mount lights, which are panel lights. I have one on each side. I also have a really simple photographer backlight, but I actually started with umbrella lights that cost me like $50. So it's easy to get really good lighting for really cheap. I have Rode wireless mics that I use for my recorded videos, or of course the Blue Yeti, which is something I've had for 12 years. I've had this thing forever since I started podcasting back in 2010, 2011, something like that. And I had this, and it's still great. The sound isn't the best for recorded video, but it is the best solution for when I'm live. So that's what I use when I'm live, like right now. As far as the software I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos. I used to use something called Filmora. You might be familiar with that, which is a great software for beginners, but I am a fanatic over Final Cut Pro. It did have a learning curve, but again, I'm a student. I'm trying to get used to this. Today I'm using Ecamm to live stream. If I were multi-streaming, I would use Ecamm and Restream to go live. And obviously, as I mentioned several times, TubeBuddy is my main squeeze when it comes to helping me with my SEO. So I did link and pin that in the chat for you if you haven't started using TubeBuddy and if you're serious about YouTube, you need TubeBuddy. Like that's the only way around it. It took me years to level up to this gear. And honestly, I only plan to get more and expand more because that's just what we do. I want to take this time before, I'm going to open it up to questions if you guys want to pop in and throw some questions there. But I want to say thank you to everyone who watched, shared, subscribed, believed in me along the way. What a crazy year. What a crazy ride. I mean, I can't believe I was going back when I did this series, and every day, I'll tell you kind of my schedule. Every day I'm going to be doing a review of a different type of video. So today I'm giving you my 6 lessons. Tomorrow we're going back to the oldest video I could find of me on camera on YouTube, and it's back from 2009. I'm going to do a reaction review video, and you know how hard I am on other people, so I'm going to be extra hard on myself. But if you've ever watched any of my videos, that will be a fun one to go back and watch. And then on the next day, I review a video from 2017. And then the next day will be my first Baby Got Bought video. And then finally on New Year's Eve, I'm showing you my favorite video of the year, and we're gonna dissect it. So it was a fun journey to do this series because I was able to really see how far I had come. And it was crazy. I mentioned I've been on YouTube a really long time, longer than I want to admit. And it's even more embarrassing that I didn't really get it until about 4 years ago. And even now I'm just really coming into my own. So it's been a really fun journey. I had so much fun that I even decided to launch this channel, Baby Got Content, where you're watching this live stream. I'll be focusing more on creator side of digital marketing, stuff like how I create my videos, the tools I use, how I create content in general. I am passionate about content marketing. Obviously, being a digital marketer for the past 14 years, I have a lot of good information to share. So I'm excited to bring that to you. Thanks, Doug. Happy New Year to you too. Doug's in the house. There he is. Lem goes, flip camera. Yeah, I feel like a brick, right? I used to have it. I think it was in my closet. It's like this big and it's heavy. It's really heavy. Anyways, if that sounds interesting to you, the content marketing side of things, please do subscribe to this channel as I am just starting. I'm thinking I'm like 250 right now. We just started about a month ago. I'll tell you, being in the Vlogmas community has definitely helped. I think I grew over 100 subscribers just this month on this channel. So it's been a lot of fun. And then don't forget to stay tuned because in the next 4 days, as I mentioned, I'll be counting down and continuing the journey to 10K series. Tomorrow I'm back doing that review from 2009. That's crazy. That should be fun. It's always fun to go back. I'd love to know from you, what's the oldest video that you have on YouTube? And it could be unlisted. This video is unlisted. It's private. I've taken it down. I mean, it's still on YouTube, but it's, you have to know where to look. But what's the oldest video that you've done on YouTube? I'm curious about your YouTube video. And more importantly, the oldest video you've done where your face is on camera. That's really what I want to know. I hope that you come back and you enjoy the series that I've put together for you. If you've been watching or if you're familiar with my videos, you know that I have very tight editing. I'm very precise with my editing. This series, I do what I like to call lazy editing. It is going to be very different, but I think it's a lot of fun that I'm reviewing my own channel. So there you go. What's up? What's up? Kim is in the house. Everyone, we got a nice little gathering of the Vlogmas crew up in the community. So doesn't look like there's any questions or anything like that. By the way, you can check out the channel. I've done tons of videos recently on how to, create video and YouTube thumbnails and all this stuff. Here we go. 2012, it was a video of quotes. We love the quotes, don't we? I love it. Yep. I can't believe that I've been doing this long. It's really interesting to go back to those old videos and see, oh wow, not only I looked so uncomfortable. People are always saying, oh, I couldn't go live or I can't do video like you, Kelly. You're a natural. I'm like, yeah, a natural that took, 11, 12 years to get comfortable in front of a camera. I didn't really start coming into my own until probably 2017, 2016. And trust me, you come back tomorrow, you're going to see how uncomfortable I was on camera. Tomorrow is not a live. The rest of the week, I'm going to be up in Big Bear in Colorado. We rented an Airbnb, get my kids out of the house. We actually were quarantined for the past 14 days. So we're excited to go up to the mountains and stay in an Airbnb and sit in a hot tub because it's supposed to snow, take the kids sledding. So tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, every day at 6 a.m. Pacific time, you'll be able to catch those videos as I mentioned. And I believe in the description is the full menu, if you will, or the schedule for what you can expect each day. So come back and watch those. And, and I would challenge you also. Oh, Sammy's in the house. What up, Sammy? This is my friend, Sammy. You guys have to go follow him. He is a superstar in the making. It's coming. He's hilarious. I love Sammy. But yeah, if you go and you check those out every single day, 6 a.m., new video launches. And I would love it if you would participate in the reactions or the reviews and be as brutal as you want to be. I think it's fun to be brutal sometimes, right? But wow, I've learned so much. I love Colorado. Enjoy the family. I'm actually from Colorado, but we are actually in California. Did I say Colorado? I meant California. I'm sorry. We're going to Big Bear, which is about 2 hours. We're in the high desert. We're in Santa Clarita, and about 2 hours away is a resort. The snow's not as good there as Colorado, but we're excited. Oh my gosh, Cindy, wow. The oldest YouTube video around was 2008, doing some video gear, I think. Cringy, right? The flip cam, so good. So yeah, I think I could not find a 2008 video of me on camera. I know I used to have them, but I think I deleted them all at one point. And I'll tell you, I've been on YouTube so long, and I think I mentioned this tomorrow in my video. I mentioned it in one of the series videos. I've been on YouTube so long that I have a vanity URL on my Baby Got Bot channel that is not like anybody else's. So you know how you have, so like on my Baby Got Bot, it would be youtube.com/C/Kelly Noble Mirabelle. That's the one everyone can get, the one with the C. I actually have one they don't give you anymore. It's youtube.com/Stellar247. I'll show you. And they don't do this anymore. This is because that's how long I've been on YouTube. So I've had this channel forever. Sammy says his oldest was a view from 2015. How old were you? You're only like 17. That's crazy. You've been brought up in the world of YouTube. Everything has changed, but YouTube has stayed pretty consistent. And if I would say, if I had one regret, I wish I would have started sooner. So if you're still kind of sitting back like, oh, I don't know if, and obviously not Sammy, he's going all in. But if you're someone who wants to do YouTube, or you've been kind of dragging your feet for the past couple of years or months or days or weeks or whatever, and you're like, I want to do it, but don't wait. That's my best advice. Like bonus lesson number 7, don't wait. I literally started on YouTube in 2008 and I wasted so much time. I wish I would have taken it seriously. I wish I would have understood that you don't just slap a video up and like, it's gonna work. It doesn't work that way. You have to work the system. You have to improve your videos. You have to have great content. Your sound needs to always be improving. I know that my sound today is not the best sound because I'm on the Yeti, as I always am when I'm live, but better, always level up, look at that SEO and always improve. If I would have done that from the beginning, I could have easily been, one of these big YouTubers, and that's my only regret. So I hope that you learn from that lesson. I lived in San Fran and I love Cali as well. I go to Lake Tahoe. Oh gosh, I love Lake Tahoe. Anyone who's ever been to Lake Tahoe, it's gorgeous. Like to be able to see all the way down because the water's so clear. We used to live in Cool, California, which is up in the Sierra Nevadas. Yes, COOL, Cool, California, up by Auburn and Placerville. And we went to Tahoe. Tahoe is, I think, 2 hours away. I wish I could get my teachers to embrace some of the creator mindset. You know what? And your what'd you say? Not elementary, your middle school principal. So yeah, that would be so cool. I wish more teachers would do that. I know that teachers are under an immense amount of stress right now. I actually homeschool my children this year. I decided to pull them out of public school because it was just too much for all of us. And I'm a control freak, but it would be fun if a teacher would embrace that. I know some do, kind of fun, creator mindset stuff. So it's pretty cool, You need to get a better mic. Yeah, it's because I'm on the Yeti today. Only because I'm live. Usually I use the Rode wireless, and trust me, I just didn't have time to set it all up. I was running late. This is the Rode, and the sound is always crystal clear on that one. So yes, thank you. You guys, there's like an argument about the sound in the things, but yes, always be improving. It's been fun chatting with you. I am actually going to sign off for now, but I do hope that you subscribe. Come back tomorrow. Come back every day through the end of the year. And then the 31st, which is New Year's Eve, is the very last day that I will be doing a video for Vlogmas. And then on the 5th of January, I am posting a new video where I'm going to teach you how to SEO, this like super cool trick I learned on TubeBuddy, where you can like audit your current videos and plan for future videos, and your SEO is going to be fire. It's going to be insane using this trick. So you'll definitely want to subscribe because that comes out January 5th. And if you want to check out the Baby Got Bot channel and see what all the fuss is about, let me put that link up here. I have so many. There we go. To youtube.com/stellar247. Thank you all so much for joining me for this fun day 1 adventure of this 5-part series. I hope that you got some benefit out of it. Like I said, if there's one thing you could take away is just start, right? You got to start somewhere. Do it right now. Practice makes progress, everyone. Thank you for watching today, and I will catch you next time here on the Baby Got Content channel. Now get out there and start creating.